We find wrestling, one promotion, one event, one match at a time. We are the indie wrestling experience with Bob and John. I am Bob. John, Happy New Year.
What's going on, everybody? Happy 2026. We're
Whoop,
here.
whoop.
And surprisingly, we're still here.
That's
Hey,
it. Hey, you thought you killed us off, but we're back.
we're back, man.
We're
Bob's
back.
Bob's already, 10 knuckles deep in his next set of lists for
Oh,
next
come on,
year.
man.
Come
Come
on,
on.
man.
Dude, I've been trying to take a break from that shit. I swear to God.
Hey, you had a day off, man.
Oh my gosh. I actually was thinking about a new way to curate things this morning
hmm
so the list could get bigger. So
Oh
not
my
the list, but the
gosh.
pool could get bigger. I mean, the pool could get bigger. So
Yeah, I 100% agree with that, man. So much good stuff out there, Bob, and you and I just want to give flowers to everybody, man. What do we say? We're the positive podcast, baby.
we just keep finding. Hey, look, and it's just a journey. If you go back and look at my monthly rankings from the
hmm
first 2 or 3 weeks, when I did them weekly for the first month.
Right.
Boy, that was ridiculous. But um, there's nothing. And now I've got this
Mhm.
huge pool and I know all these people and it's just growing. And I love meeting all the people and learning about them and watching them work. And just the more people and
Yeah,
more names I know, it's so cool. I'm just here for it all day.
absolutely, man. And listen, we're just jazzed to be, a small part of that. Some of these guys and girls are starting to pay attention to a little bit, and for some weird reason, give a shit what we think. Um, it's cool because we love all of you. There's nothing that any of you are doing that we don't love. So.
Yes, 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 yes. So how was your break? Well, it was time off.
It was time off from here, a little bit of time off from work. But real life stuff, man. It's you and I go way back. We talk all the time. Lots of family drama, family stuff. My mother had a fall. We dealt with some doctor stuff, some surgeries. Kids and Christmas and new family and new boyfriends, girlfriends, and others. Just super busy, man. How about you? How did things go on your end?
Oh, it was good. Not a lot for Christmas because well, it was just nobody here, but the girls came for the week last week. I think
Yeah,
we talked about them taking
yeah.
my credit card and going out shopping, but but we had plenty of fun, man. We did some
Good,
saw the family and hung out. Not a lot of
nice.
wrestling though. Unfortunately, the MCW show was the day they came on the 28th, and the MCW show was the 27th.
Yeah, I had
So
I had all these plans on really getting a lot of content in, and really kind of chilling, pretty much from Thanksgiving through the new year, right? And
yeah,
watching a lot of stuff and backlog stuff, and people, what am I famous for? Well, put them on my list. I got to get into that one, and just circumstances happen. I got nothing in that I wanted to. The only thing that I held true to, Bob, is I got absolutely no content of WWE in, so
yeah.
I won there. Yay!
You didn't miss a freaking thing, bro.
Nope.
Not a freaking thing. Jeez, it's so crazy, man. It really is.
uh,
It should be studied. I mean, I'll go. We don't need to go into this. Isn't really our
no,
podcast,
no,
but I do
no.
want to say this.
Yeah.
I was just listening to a Conrad podcast this morning from a few months ago, where with
hmm
him and Jeff Jarrett talking about why corporate wrestling doesn't work because corporations don't have institutional knowledge and they don't know how to put on a wrestling show. They know how to protect their bottom line was essentially the takeaway from that. And I think,
Yes.
it's funny that that was an old podcast from several months ago, and now we're seeing it more and more and more and more to be true that
hmm
the moves that are made are knee jerk. The the booking seems to be, you know, like Naomi turned out to be the attacker after 6 months. Well, God damn, I mean, that was the obvious one that should have been, right? So
Well, I
that
think
was just boring. It was a thud at the
right.
end.
Well, and you and I, if I remember right, and it wasn't even on the podcast, just you and I in passing talking. As soon as that happened, we called that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like you said, we're not the brightest bulbs. So, you got a couple of guys like us that can see through the. It is the just creative at this point is so sophomoric, dude. It's very very bland, very very boring. Again,
It's
it's why
disjointed too,
it's why we enjoy the medium that we've decided to do this podcast on the indies. It's just the variety, man. Don't send me to the nice restaurant, the shiny, all the bright lights and all the stuff, and there's two meals, right? Boring and boringer. You know,
Right.
I want to go to the little roadside, taco truck that's got a million different options. And there's one, every 50 feet. That's where I want to go, man. It's not always pretty, it's not always great, but you know what? 9 times out of 10, I leave happy with my choice and feeling pretty cool that I discovered something new.
Yeah,
So
no
here
doubt.
I am, indie wrestling.
Well, shit,
Take
man.
me.
Well, a lot of cool stuff going on, man. I know I threw a huge list. I just threw a rack of stuff up against the wall because we haven't really talked indie wrestling in 3 weeks. So I'm not sure what you've seen and what you haven't seen. But one thing I know you have seen because you sent it to me
Ooh, yes.
is RPW. Raging Pro Wrestling, Rich Buchholtz. All right, first I want to talk about this Savage Seduction post. What day was that post? Just a couple days ago, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Um, the Savage Seduction posts have been coming in. It's not like this is brand new. And we've got Redemption coming up on the 24th, where Jordan Blue is supposed to reveal the members of Savage Seduction.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have Rich on in 2 weeks to talk about that and fill us in on where he is on a lot of this stuff. But this post from 6 days ago, the December 31st, 2025 was our year, Rich. You made the rules. You collected the checks. You protected your favorites. But the calendar doesn't lie. 2025 ends tonight. 2026 belongs to us. Happy New Year, Rich. You're the last one in control. Signed, Savage Seduction.
Listen, Jordan is not a happy camper, man. And, you and I both know our buddy Rich he's a smart man. I just hope he's not taking this lightly, man. I really do. Because listen, what do they say, Bob, about a woman scorned, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan definitely feels scorned. I mean, look what she did to Rich when we were there. And look at the shit she's putting him through now. Whew, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. And I'm
I
so
can't
dying
wait.
to
I
find out
can't
who
wait
this
to hear
is.
from Rich. Yeah, I'm with you. I can't wait to hear from Rich.
Yeah, and we're gonna hear
I need Rich to make me feel better, man. I'm worried about his safety.
I don't know that we will because we're gonna hear from Rich
Whew.
in 2 weeks.
Mm.
On the go home essentially for Redemption. So I'll be interested to see, if he's nervous or what. I mean, I don't know. It's a pretty cool story either way. I'm digging it. I'm here for it. I think Redemption is going to be an awesome show. And anybody out there who hasn't already gotten tickets, definitely go see this one because it's going to be a lot of fun. I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff happening.
Absolutely going to be a lot of cool stuff.
One thing that won't be happening though
This one hurt.
is the main event RPW Championship match between Silas Young and UPW champion Sampson. Apparently, Silas is not medically cleared. He has vacated the RPW Championship. In his place, in a match for the vacant RPW title, to face Sampson will be Garrison Creed, who I've seen in person. I don't think you've seen him, right?
I haven't seen him in person. I've seen a few matches. I mean, he's an impressive dude.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good showing at the last event. He looks the part. I don't know enough about him like I do Silas. And you talk about walking into the fire, man. Sampson, oh, you're walking in there with a big, big bad dude. Bob, I don't know much about Garrison Creed, but I hope he laces him boots up tight.
Yes, sir. What? Garrison Creed, you're right. He's the one who won the Midwest Cup at that tournament
Mm-hmm.
at the last 2-day event. And I think that was for a future RPW title shot. So this kind of just speeds up his timeline, I guess.
Right.
But, I'm a big fan of Garrison Creed's, like you said. Good worker. I met him out there. Real nice guy. And I think this match is going to be very good. It might change Sampson's overall approach to the match, but other than that, I'm juiced for this thing. Who are they going to put this belt on? Is the collective going to pick up another title, take over another promotion, or is the hometown boy, Garrison Creed, Midwest Cup winner, going to carry the torch until someone else?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I know either one of these guys, when Silas comes back, I'm ready to see them fight Silas Young. So that's cool too.
Hey, listen, we know Silas is the real deal. So, one, we wish him a speedy recovery. Two, man, I would not want to be on the wrong end of an angry Silas Young coming back and looking for what he feels is his.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Let's see what else happened while we were over. Oh man, dude. So I had originally in a note for this week's podcast that the IWTV title changed hands again
Right.
as Bear Bronson defeated Ryan Clancy and Marcus Mathers in a triple threat match, I believe at Wrestling Open Rhode Island, to win the IWTV Championship just a month and a half maybe after into Ryan Clancy's reign. I go on IW Extra last week. I write a small piece about how I'm so interested in Garrison Creed. I mean, not Garrison Creed. I got Garrison Creed on the mind. How I'm so interested in Bear Bronson's 2026 because 5 months ago he was in AEW, and now maybe it's a little bit longer, 8 months, whatever. He's in AEW earlier this year, early 2025. Now then he's gone. He shows up, starts wrestling everywhere. We saw him at Focus Pro. We've seen him in Hardcore. Man, we've seen him all over the place, with and without Gabby. And just put on great match after great match. One of those guys like Dijak we were talking about, just coming in, putting on great matches with guys, putting them over. And then he's signed by TNA. And on his second match, wins the #1 contendership for the TNA title. And a few days later, he wins the IWTV Championship. And I went, geez, oh, flip. I wrote about it like, what's the trajectory here? I'm so interested to find out what the plan is for this guy with all these different moving parts. And then 3 days later, he loses the belt to Krule, the IWTV title to Krule. Wild stuff, man. I was looking forward to a Bear Bronson run.
I am with you. I think we're going to get that in 2026. We're going to get a big Bear Bronson run. I just think it's going to be with a more visible title. I do. It was a good transition to me. It was weird that it went to somebody the level of Krule. And it has nothing to do with Krule. I mean, you know my love for that man. My thing is, I would have thought there might be an up and coming guy that might have got that rub, a little more benefit from that rub. Makes me very curious what the plans for Krule are moving forward. I kind of feel like we've got a good idea of what Bear Bronson's going to be doing, but Krule is still kind of this enigma, right? So,
right,
we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, Bear Bronson, I'm looking forward to 2026. I think he's going to be definitely a name that we're talking about pretty much the entirety of the year.
Oh man, so all these matches we've watched of his this year have been awesome. But I wanted to say that the IWTV title is interesting to me because, first of all, 3 title changes so close together makes me wonder what if something came up. I originally would have thought, okay, maybe it's because Bear got signed by TNA, but that was before this all. Like they knew that he'd already gotten that #1 contendership when they belt changed. But did something happen with Bear? They put the belt back on Krule. Now Krule's currently your MLW champion on top of being your IWTV champion, like you said.
Right.
And so, and he was the one who lost the title to Marcus Mathers, the IWTV title to Marcus Mathers a year and a half ago. So is this a backup plan? Is this a contingency? Did something happen? They put it back on Krule to hold for the time being, and they're going to fast track something else to move forward?
It's what it feels like, right? You and I have been around long enough to see some of these kind of play out like that, and that's how this one felt. I don't know, I just don't feel like I know or I have somebody readily in mind that is there that I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. This thing could be going back to Mathers. It could be going back to Clancy. There could be somebody new. Who Krule could take a long run with it. Right now I don't know, and I like that I don't know.
I mean, look, that's sort of a Northeast title. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going to jump the gun here because you'll do it eventually and steal my thunder. So, I'm going to go ahead and formally tell IWTV to search in the direction of Monty Aries, but
Ooh.
who we will hear from later.
Hey, you know we love Monty, so
Yep. But a guy like
I wouldn't hate it.
a guy like DJ Powers is a
Mm-hmm.
Fight Life champion right now. I mean, there's a lot of guys up there that sort of have that sort of look and feel that could hold the title. I'm really interested to see where it goes. I mean, yeah, there's just so many possibilities. I mean, Dijak's hanging around up there. You can put it on Dijak for a while.
Dude,
He's having
Dijak,
great matches, putting people over.
Dijak would be amazing. We know that. We know there's a guy by the name of Goldie out there. I wouldn't mind seeing taking a run. Um, I mean, there's a million guys. Um, you know, Me personally, there's a guy that's been making a lot of, showing up a lot over here on the East Coast. We talk about a Northeastern title kind of fixture, right? A Will Cruz has been making, a Rev
And he
Pro
was up
guy
there too.
that's been, a Rev Pro guy that's been making some rounds. He's been over in Japan. He's been making this kind of Northeast trip now. You know how much I'm on this guy. Listen, it wouldn't be the worst thing.
Right. Hey, and here's a suggestion off the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking to put it on somebody new and up and coming, if you like putting that belt on monsters, we just saw one at Beyond. Ox Adams is a guy that I would 100% think is up and coming, and maybe he's not ready to hold that belt yet, but he's a guy that is ready to be a monster heel with a monster run, dominance. I was watching the Beyond show from New Year's Eve, and they had a dark match with Ichiban, and it was really good. It went way longer than you would expect Ox Adams to hang out.
But you know what? With that, I mean, we've seen Ichiban, we've seen him in person, we've seen tons of his matches on IWTV and everywhere else. And as good as he looked in that match, and as long as that match went, it was it just me, or did it feel like that match went as long as Ox Adams let that match go? At
right.
no
Like
at
a cat
no
playing with a mouse.
At no point did I feel like, even when Ichiban was getting the offense in, at no point did I feel like he had any chance whatsoever. Ox, you're right. Ox is a monster in the making. He's already a monster, but dude, he the more ring time he gets, dude, he's gonna mess some people's 2026 up.
Right. Absolutely. And we probably throw out, I shouldn't do this because we can throw out examples all day. I'm throwing out one more.
Mm-hmm.
We just saw it Beyond is another guy that's sort of up and coming. Your guy, the Stetson Ranch guy, right? Like Steven Stetson, the guy who is running that faction. He's clearly the leader. He's clearly the most polished of the group. He's got a faction already pre-built in. He's running for Beyond, which where that title sits a lot. Like
that,
I mean?
He's a guy that, because of the mechanisms he's built around himself, being the Stetson Ranch guys, you could see him making a run with it, and it being very hard for somebody, no matter what the size, 3-on-1, 4-on-1, that Stetson Ranch is only going to get bigger,
Right, and then you run all these title defenses where the Stetson Ranch gets involved and helps him hold on to the title like a shitty heel. You know what I mean? Like it's an old trope in wrestling, but it would work really well here. And Stetson
absolutely, it would. He is phenomenal on the mic. Phenomenal for a guy that level to be that good. And that level, I mean, just the level of indies he's at kind of right now. That no knock. His skill is just light years ahead of what most guys at that level are. And he's one of these guys we talk all the time about. Talk me into the building, right? Talk me in. He can talk you into a building. So it wouldn't be the worst idea. And get that Stetson Ranch, those guys kind of popping in and out of different promotions and running that title. Whoo.
Right. Even when you think only Stetson showed up at a show in like Illinois, then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they run in from the back.
The music hits, and you got guys with hats running in. There used to be a guy back in the day, Bob, that showed up like that. You know, woo. I'm not
That's
naming
exactly right.
names,
For a little while.
but he would show up to defend a title like the shitty heel he was, and your champ would be putting it on him. Your big guy would be putting it on him, and guess what?
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
was coming out.
That's a great
So
example.
yeah, I could absolutely see that, and would now that you say it, now that I'm thinking about it, like I would love that.
If you can't already tell, guys, I say this shit. I'm always trying to form factions of guys to run stables to
Oh,
run shit. We talked about our fucking Focus Pro Four Horsemen a few weeks back.
there
Like,
we go.
I'm ready to
There we
look at.
go.
Like, I guess I just default to it. I don't care, but I like the idea. And while we're talking about, you mentioned the Stetson Ranch
Hmm.
expanding. The
Right.
guy that we discovered when we saw the Stetson Ranch the last time at Green Hell,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about here.
because I now know, I'm just learning this, that he watched that same show that I did. I'm just for learning it now. So I'm going to ask, did you see the Bobby Casal Matt Mako match?
I did, and dude,
Woo!
Casal is he's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
He is an absolute monster.
But Matt Mako,
Oh, Mako ain't a joke.
that's
But
another guy that's up and coming too, man. That guy can go.
dude, Beyond has got a roster right now that is just it blows my mind how good these guys are. And so many of them on one roster, right? So
Yeah.
it's Beyond Wrestling people. They're a thing right now. Check them out for sure.
This was this was a few weeks ago, so I may have
Hmm.
already mentioned it. Forgive me if I already asked you this. But did I mention to you that Bobby Casal was on the Rad Pro show with a character?
No.
So you know
Oh,
we talk about Rad Pro, and I'm going to get you into
yes.
Rad Pro because it's
I
fucking
right.
awesome.
The 2026 is my Rad Pro year, guys.
Absolutely.
I'm getting in. I'm
Well,
going back to the 90s.
well, yeah. To be fair, if this is your year for Rad Pro, it's 1997. But that was what they just announced.
Yeah, either way, I'm so old I have kids either way. So,
That's, oh
whatever.
my god, that's true. Shit. Um, no, but what I was gonna say. Oh damn it, I lost my train of thought.
Bobby Casal going in
Ah,
the Rad Pro or
oh,
running
Rad
in
Pro
Rad Pro.
Radio. Rad Pro. So Bobby Cassell was at Rad Pro,
Hmm.
and at Rad Pro they give everybody new names, right? Milo
Right.
Mira is Lynx Panther on the. Anyway,
Right.
everybody's got
Yeah,
their own.
okay.
Shannon Levangie is Eyeless, and
Right.
Mortar is CJ Cruz. Well, Bobby Cassell got his Rad Pro name this
Oh,
past
oh
month,
no. Okay.
and it is Louis Ferrigno. Is that perfect?
Dude, it's absolutely perfect.
It's the best name. Like it cannot fit
Dude,
someone anymore.
he looks
He
he
does.
kind of does look like he could be the Incredible Hulk's kid, man. Wow.
I heard that. I started literally laughing out loud. I
Right.
know. LOL is a big thing, but
Right.
laughing out loud when I heard that, I said,
And
"This is
so
the best name ever."
did the other five of us 50, 45 to 55 plus guys. Nobody else understood that.
Yeah. How many of you listeners had Incredible Hulk underoos, huh? Yeah, I don't
Mm,
think. I don't think. You
that's
know what I
right.
mean?
It's only counted if you had the full set, Bob.
I did.
You needed the t-shirt and the
You're
drawers.
right. The
That's
underoos,
right.
the whole thing. It has to go together,
Oh
man.
man. Oh, blast from the past, man.
Oh, that was my show back in the day, man. Most of you kids
Oh,
only know it from movies, but man, that Incredible Hulk show was
man.
my
Bill
childhood.
Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
Please don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
So good. I love that
Uh,
stuff. Oh, it was just so great. That stuff is great. And that ending theme with him walking away, man,
hmm
it's one of the best of all time.
But yeah, that fits that as soon as you said that, it's like holy shit. In my mind, I'm seeing Lou Ferrigno and I'm seeing Bobby Casal's face. I'm like, holy shit.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Yeah. I couldn't stop laughing. I just because it was so appropriate.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold on. I had something pulled up here. Oh, I wanted to talk about a couple of we had some retirements and breaks and things like that going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
first of all, I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this. I don't know if you saw it, but Bang and Matthews are your new IWTV Tag Team Champions, by the way.
I did.
Love those guys.
Congratulations.
As long as it's not the
Yeah,
new guys.
yeah. 2026, we're continuing to hate people.
That's it. The hate is strong with these two. So we had a bunch of different, over the break, there were people announcing retirements, people announcing breaks. One that we knew was coming because we heard about it on the Green Hell show that we watched was
Hmm.
Dan Barry wrestled his final match.
Yep.
Were you watching that?
Um, it's up, and I'm watching it as we speak. As a matter of
Oh,
fact,
oh, really?
yep, I'm watching. Looks like a tag match now. Shooter Boys and somebody coming up, but yeah, yeah. Dan Barry, we love Dan Barry. It's kind of really the first that I've heard the name for forever,
Mm-hmm.
but that's really the first that I've seen him, and we were both super super impressed. Kind of did a little bit of a dive on it. I mean, dude's been around since '03, man. I mean, he has put in his time. He's been everywhere. Um, hey man, thanks for your time, and you know, I hope I hope he really gets into some behind the scenes stuff. Whether that be training, running a school, um, but he just seems like he's got the right mind for the pencil, man. So I'm
Yes.
kind of hoping.
If he doesn't have it already,
Yeah, well, it's possible. Absolutely.
that's 100% right. I get that. I get that. Excuse me, that total vibe from him. And I know when we saw him perform, it was like, this guy, man, this guy is good. This guy's good.
It was.
I just
He's not good. He's real good.
It was good from years of learning and just
Yes.
polishing and whatever. Like he just great. And there's a lot. I got to imagine he's got a ton of information and knowledge that he
Oh,
can pass on to these
absolutely.
kids. So, like you said, if he doesn't have the pencil, he should be teaching at a school or both or whatever. But I agree with you. I wish Dan Barry the best.
Yep. Absolutely.
Another one we saw, Mercedes Martinez didn't retire, but she said 2026 is her final year. That seems to be a theme, by the way. Lots of 2026 is my final years going on, but this one hurt.
Hey, man. I mean, the world really got introduced. You and I knew her. I've known about Mercedes Martinez for a long time. I mean, I believe she debuted 99, 2000, somewhere
Oh,
around there.
yes.
She is one of the pioneers of the modern women's wrestling, right? Um, where I think most people got introduced to her was the Mae Young Classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and dude, she popped off of the page there in that tournament so much, and I felt like it was such a missed opportunity that they didn't end up doing more with her after that tournament. Um, but yeah, I mean, we know. Didn't you and I didn't we watched something not too long ago where she was kind of the authority figure from the back running, the show. And I don't know if that's her promotion,
Rising Stars. Yeah.
Rising Stars, but I'm hoping she plays a part in it because I'm telling you, if you're gonna have, um, a learning tree under a women's wrestler, you'd be hard pressed to find anybody better to be under than Mercedes Martinez. Just one of the absolute best, just pure wrestlers,
Mm-hmm.
and just the attitude. Dude, she was like LAX in the women's division for me. She just was. She just had that attitude, that street vibe. Just
Yes.
the
Attitude that just
I can beat you. I'm better than you. Prove me wrong. Um, and for the majority of her career, she proved everybody wrong. So you know, if this is her last year, I hope they got some big things in store for her, and hope she goes out the way she wants to.
right. I agree. I agree. And that rising, it's funny you mentioned the Rising Stars because they just sent me a post today, Instagram post that I reposted because Mercedes Martinez made an announcement today
Oh,
for
okay.
Rising Stars. So you remember Rising Stars, the show we watched, set up
Mm-hmm.
the casket match, the
Right.
coffin match
Mm-hmm.
with Abaddon
Mm-hmm.
and then and Amity LeVay, and then the so then her next challenger is awaiting. And I thought at the end of the episode, I thought it was going to be. I mean, at the last show, I thought it was going to be Mercedes Martinez was going to be the opponent because she and Abaddon got face to face there during the main
Mm-hmm.
event. But Mercedes is announcing that a challenger is coming soon, very soon, and it's going to be a big surprise for everyone. So I don't know, man. If Abaddon and Mercedes Martinez are involved in setting this up, it could be anyone. I'll watch it.
Oh, absolutely.
What else? Oh, Tony Deppen. Did you see this Tony Deppen thing?
I did, man, and hey, I hope he takes the time, gets what he's looking for. You know, at least what I could find. He's just says, for what it sounds like, he's burned out, Bob.
No doubt.
He's says 25's taken a heavy toll on me personally. Lost his friends, family, and pets. And most importantly to him, his passion for wrestling and life itself.
Hmm.
Eh, that
That's
I
that's
that
big.
that hurts, man. That's a human being that's hurting. Um, you and I have been through shit. We've seen shit. We've dealt with our own stuff, dude. All I can say is take your time. And I mean, we love Tony Deppen.
Oh yeah,
Um,
man. I've seen
one
Tony Deppen a bunch of times. He is like the guy.
dude can do everything, right? You want a mat wrestling match? Tony Deppen could do that. You want a comedy match?
Tony Deppen's got the chops.
Tony Deppen's got. You want the serious badass? That's Tony Deppen. I mean, the guy can do absolutely anything. Um, Man, I just wish the best for you, and whether that you find something outside of this that is for you and you move that way, or you find that passion again and you come back, man. This community supports you, man. Um, we just wish you well, and you know just hope you get to a point where you feel better, man.
Right. 100%, man. I mean, he said it's not a goodbye, it's just a see you in a bit. We're not sure when that's going to be, but he is take all like take that's the thing. Take the time you need. We are big mental health people here too, man, for sure.
Yep,
Therapy.
absolutely.
I'm going to get that once we get a soundboard set up. I swear to God, the first one is going to be AJ Lee saying yay therapy. But
That's right.
but it's funny because you mentioned how burnout he was, and I thought it was
Hmm.
not funny. It was actually sad to me. But at the bottom of the message that he wrote, see y'all in a bit. Also, fuck this stupid app. It may be the fucking worst. And that at the bottom is what
Mm,
told me how burnout he was. Like
yeah.
that's the kind of shit I say when I am fucking done, when I'm fried, when I'm ready to throw the phone against the wall, kind of fried.
Mm,
So, you don't just do that in normal life. You don't say shit out loud like that, grumbling, unless you're just,
yeah, like you said, just
afraid. And
well,
go get it,
and
dude.
and and something else that's telling for me in that is fuck this app, right?
Yeah.
So
I agree
so
also, but
so what's I 100%. You're never gonna get any grief from me on hating on any social media bullshit. Um, it makes me wonder, who's been coming at him, what's been going,
yeah, good point.
just people trolling, and as well as I do, man. People will troll absolutely anybody, everybody for anything. Um, so yeah, man, take a break, you know, get your mind right. Uh, take
Yeah.
all the time you need, man. Well, listen, this community will never knock you for it.
Yeah, man. Seriously, like I said, man, I am just a big fan of Tony Deppen, and the most of the times that I've seen Tony Deppen at the 2300 arena probably 4 or 5 times.
Hmm.
Most of that last final Ring of Honor run,
Right.
they fucking love Tony Deppen. Is a Philly
Oh,
guy, man.
he's
Like that's a Philly guy, and those guys love him up there. So,
yep.
um, like I said, it's not just us. It's not just but like people love him and his work, and so
Oh no, he is a beloved indie wrestler, man. He has got a huge following, a huge name, because he's a huge fucking talent. Um, I hate that he's gotten to a point, and man, sometimes there's just shit out of your control. You just need to take time, and you know, eh, wish him well. Absolutely.
no doubt. Let's see. Oh, I got so much stuff here. Let's see. So, all right, I hinted at it earlier
Hmm.
because I started mentioning MCW, and we neither one of us got to the show, but I think we've both heard two
Oh
of the
yeah.
major developments that happened at that show. Joseph Keys, look, all right. So a month ago or so, when this all went down, and Demarcus Kane and Miami Mike were the sole survivors in that Survivor Series Styles match,
Yep.
and they announced Miami Mike is the number one contender. I said on this show, I'm waiting for them to insert DeMarcus Kane in this match.
Yes, you did.
I thought it was going to be as a triple threat. Turns out DeMarcus just wanted to wait till the match got started, and then he attacked Miami Mike. And their end result is Joseph Keys is still your MCW champion. He has now surpassed a year. There is
Yep.
no end in sight. Who is going to take this guy down?
I mean, the money would be on them kind of pivoting, right? And I've got two guys in mind, right? And both guys would have to pivot out of their more heelish roles right now. I think you do something with Patrick Clark if you want to go that way, or you start Odin, man. You start Odin,
Yeah,
kind of
who's got that
transitioning
rage
over.
belt? I mean, why not, right? I mean,
Why not? We get a little the IC guy, for our terms of our old school stuff, the IC guy chasing the heavyweight, right?
yes.
That that works for a reason. That mid-tier belt chasing the big belt always works. Now I don't know that Odin as a heel is working so good. I don't know that that's the one you turn right now, but Clark, I think that's kind of my leaning.
That would be my call. I mean, they've been in the same faction. Clark's been subservient in a sense as the number one right hand man kind of guy. Well, Dante's the number one right hand man, but whatever you want to call Patrick Clark as whatever, everything is set up for him to turn on Joe Keys, whether he wins the title or not. Everything is set up for him to turn on Joe Keys because Dante's not. Dante's winding down. I mean, Dante's not trying to wrestle again. He hasn't wrestled any matches during this run. So.
Listen, and you and I both know that crowd is it. I think people are ready to really embrace Patrick Clark now. I really feel like he's built this thing the right way. Because trust me, I mean, we both know he is a charismatic as shit heel. I mean, he is charismatic as all get out. Now for him to turn face and what he does real good, Bob.
That's the thing. I don't know if I want to be a babyface champion.
I don't need him to be an absolute babyface, but you know what he is really, really good, Bob? He is that anti-hero, right? He's that
true.
Steve Austin attitude, right? You love the guy that says, all right, well, you're the boss. Well, fuck you. You're not going to tell me just that guy, just the anti-establishment guy, the do what I want guy. We haven't had a really good one in a while, and I think Clark can be that. I really do.
Yeah, I do. I think I don't know that I don't know that I want to be a babyface, but again, I'm being picky now. I'm being obnoxious, but but other than that, I think that's it. I think they've set it up for it to be Patrick Clark. When they announced the match, you and I told you I was confused. I thought they were going to take the tag belts off of post game at Focus Pro to set up a Miami Mike title run. But then that didn't happen. And then I kept going back to, well, Miami Mike hasn't gotten the push. He hasn't gotten, they haven't built this to Miami Mike taking the belt.
Right.
Last year they might have. This year, not so much. So then the question is, all right, well, what are they going to do? Well, they kept the belt on Joe Keys. They're going to spin Miami Mike and DeMarcus Kane off into something else.
Dude, which I absolutely listen. And that, I love that. You know who loves that? British loves that. Those are his two guys. He loves DeMarcus Kane, loves Miami Mike. So British is going to be pumped.
That's fantastic, man. And those matches are going to be just brutal.
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be great.
But yeah, so I'm interested in that. I'm very curious to see where it's going to go. I know what it was. I had to look up the rankings because there was somebody on my mind. Two people on my mind, and one person's not ready yet. Grandview's not ready yet, but Grandview's coming fresh off of this run with Ken Dixon, and they're clearly pushing him up the card.
Yep.
But the guy that I've got on my mind that I think, if it's not Patrick Clark, could at least be your baby face to take the belt to transition to someone who's a heel like Odin or somebody else is Spencer Slade. That's guy that I feel like something's brewing with him, maybe.
I could absolutely see Slade doing it. I mean, the crowd is hot for him. He comes across like a superhero. What more do you need, right?
Oh, 100%, man. He's got the look. He's got,
who better to get rid of this shitty heel champ that's been running roughshod for over a year than your resident superhero?
Hey, listen, if nothing else, it'll shut the sloppy Joe guy up. You know what I mean? Like, I just need I need the sloppy Joe guy to take a break for me.
Right. Switch to a cheeseburger, man.
I wouldn't mind seeing Cheeseburger's MCW champion.
I love me some cheeseburger.
God damn, man. Cheeseburger's the best. What was the other thing was we were just talking about Alec Odin. So
Uh-huh.
they
Yep.
had all titles on the line, mixed tag match at MCW Seasons Beatings, and it was Alec Odin, the TV champion, and Tina San Antonio versus Jadis Quinn and the MCW Women's Champion Simone Valentina. All the titles on the line, winner takes all. Odin and Tina San Antonio win. John, we've spent the better part of 6 months putting
Hmm.
Tina San Antonio over on this show. Is it going to
Dude,
stop here? I doubt it.
as soon as I saw this match and, saw the outcome, the first thing I thought was, damn it, Bob. You just like what, 3 episodes ago were like, dude, Tina San Antonio, I am 100% in now. You know, it, she looks the part. I mean, she is a bad lady. And the visual of her and Odin together, you talk about a power couple, man. Holy crap.
Right? Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Tina San Antonio's and has just been growing all year long.
Hmm.
And so we saw her at the Remarkable shows
Yep.
against Mimi. Great work. I think she's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this title run. I'm sorry Simone had 2 short runs, but she did have 2 runs.
Yep.
And
Hey, listen, and it was that match with Mimi that we were talking about, that really opened my eyes to what Tina San Antonio could be and what we thought she could be. And dude, you talk about just manifest destiny at this point. Woo.
Who doesn't love a good James K. Polk reference?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. That I mean,
Bunch
listen,
of nerds.
seriously, no doubt. But listen, I mean, we saw her on that Remarkable show. We saw her on
Hmm.
the Remarkable show when we did the Watch This, and she was the baby face, Mimi was the heel. They run
Hmm.
into the show the next day. Mimi's the heel. I mean, Mimi's the baby face.
Right.
Tina's the heel, and but Tina did a great job as a heel
Ooh.
the next day. I was really impressed with
And
that part.
that's the one where you and I were like, ooh, ooh,
There's
there's
something going on
something.
here.
And look, exactly, it didn't take long, did it? For somebody to see that and go, oh, I we got an idea here. Yeah, I'm hoping she's got a long run. I really do. That's nothing against Valentina. We love her to death. But man, San Antonio just it looks right sitting on her shoulder, man. It really does.
Yeah. Well, geez, as I'm going through this list of like topics that I threw on here for the stuff that happened over the last 3 weeks, I'm realizing there's a lot of like sad goodbye shit going on here, man. Holy, like way more than usual. This sucks. Maybe it's because the year's turning over and people are making announcements, but I got some promotion news here. So first thing was Keystone State Wrestling Alliance closes its doors after 25 years. I mean, they've been around forever.
Yep.
Some great matches, some great people to come out of there. They're a Pennsylvania institution essentially, and
Hmm.
the last few years, the talent level's not been as great as it had been in the past, and the shows are a little bit, different. And I don't know. Like I said, it's not bad. It's not bad, Brock. I would never say that, but it was just different. It was obviously changing, and then this sort of makes sense.
Hmm.
I don't know if they're going out of business or if, like you said, 25 years is a long run. Maybe that's just the end of the run. Like Missa Kate retiring at 30.
Right.
25 years is just 25 years. I'm good. I don't
Yep.
know the behind the scenes at all on that one. Do you?
No, and no, and you and I both kind of, I mean, we can speculate on it, but it's just what we think. We don't know, you know, hay from a hole in the ground, but
Right.
it just kind of feels more like, you got these guys, maybe like you said, 25 years is a long time. They're just kind of ready to move on, next phase of their life kind of thing. And maybe there's no interest in, a potential, suitor to buy the promotion, to fold it into something else. Maybe there's not a next generation of, ownership that's interested in continuing it. This just feels more like we've run our course, is what it feels like. I mean, we've had some places that have shuttered over the last year. 25 had a few of them, especially towards the end of the year that you and I talked about at length. that when you started looking at it and the way things were happening, it was kind of like, okay, they got some financial issues, there's some ownership issues, things like that. This doesn't feel like that. Not saying it is or it isn't, but it doesn't feel like. This just kind of feels like we've run our course.
It does. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I was having a little bit of a technical
You're
difficulty,
right.
but yeah, it does. It feels like the end of an era, but either way, it's sad. I mean, I'm just like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just, I don't like seeing the promotions close. This is the first year that I've paying real attention to how many are doing it, so I don't want to just assume that it's more than usual because of
Right.
the conversations we've had about the indie wrestling scene.
Well, it's just that we're paying you and I right now, and what we're doing. It's a unique perspective on it for us,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you said, this isn't something we tracked or watched or paid attention to, but just given the nature of what you and I are doing with the podcast, it's something that we pay attention to now.
Right.
Um, and it kind of stuck out to us, and so yeah, now we're watching. So we'll see. We'll revisit this at the end of this year and then see what
Oh
we're looking
God.
like. But um, yeah, it just like you said, man. This one just kind of feels like we had a good run, end of an era, and so long and good night.
That's it. Uh, what are the other? You mentioned stuff that we watch. The other announcement that I saw that I hope
Oof.
doesn't come to fruition is something that I know I've
You and me both.
I accidentally turned you on to, and now that you're a fiend for the death matches. But Danny DeManto made a, sort of a cryptic post before Christmas saying, "If you want to see ICW No Holds Barred, do it in 2026." And then he said, "I'm
Hmm.
sorry, folks." That's all he said. But everybody's reading the writing on the wall with that one, and I hope that's not true, man. God, that's a
Yeah, that
big
one,
deal.
especially for me being so late to the party on it. That one, I that one's particularly hitting me. Um, I mean, listen, we'll always find other things, other ones to watch, but that ICW is really, really my first death match experience, and it's the one I fell in love with, the promotion I fell in love with. Demanto is great. The guys that are in and out of there are great. So yeah, that one, man, you hate to see it, and again, we don't want to speculate as to what the problems may or may not be. Listen, maybe they call inflation, man. Light tubes are expensive.
That they are.
Gut Gussets are expensive, man. So overhead return on investment. You want me? I can throw out a bunch of them. I don't know. I hate to see it. I really do, because they are a really, really good promotion for the type of wrestling that they do. And like I said, I'm new to the party. I'm just getting to know you guys, and phew, man, that one's gonna stink. But rest assured, Mr. Demanto, I will be viewing as much as I can in 2026.
Yeah, seriously, man. And let me tell you this: they just announced for ICW No Holds Barred 89, I believe it is 92, Bear Bronson versus Schlack, and that's after
Wow.
this past weekend where Bronson challenged John Wayne Murdoch for the ICW No Holds Barred Championship. I mean,
Listen,
Bronson's having a run there
listen,
too.
that one's queued up on my IWTV right now. So that one will be being watched here shortly. Um,
Yes. God,
but but
oh,
but like we said for Bronson, man, look at the run this guy is on, right?
oh,
I mean, the last 6-8 months for this guy has been just absolutely breakneck pace. Again, freaking everywhere.
yeah. And it's 100% going to pay off. It's 100.
Oh,
There's no
absolutely.
question in my mind that barring some severe tragedy, Bear Bronson is going to be a big, big deal in TNA and wherever. And I got to imagine if he's going to cross over with WWE, they're going to get their hands on him too because WWE, well, they used to. I don't know what
Yeah.
TKO likes, but they used to guys like Bear Bronson fit right into that mold.
They like the bottom line, Bob. That's
That's
what they like.
you aren't kidding. Ugh, pathetic. What else do I got? Oh, just one last little note I will
Yeah.
mention, and that is I saw Ivelisse Velez just issued a challenge to Laney Luck for the WWE ID Championship this Saturday at Shine 85, dude. Oh, we gotta watch Shine 85 this weekend.
Oh, Evilise, man.
She's the
Look,
best. We were just we
listen,
talking about last 2 weeks on Lucha.
exactly. I mean, and we're talking, we're watching something from over 10 years ago, and how good, and she is just as relevant now. Um,
Oh yeah.
oh, and listen, you know what we think of Laney Luck, everybody. So this is, you talk about dream matches for us. This is a dream match. I never thought I would see this match.
Mm-hmm. 100% agreed. I'm juiced for this one.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I'm glad that challenge went out. But it's like the show's this Sunday, so I was shocked to see it go out so late. But I am ready. I'm willing and able, man. I'm gonna be watching that shit for real.
Yeah, that one's gonna have to be on my list for sure. You and I might have to coordinate a quick little watch along.
Yeah, yeah, right. Absolutely. Shit. Um, I mean, listen, that WWN subscription, I pay for it every time there's a shine for the month, and then I get rid of it because that's all I ever need. But I'll do it again. I have no problem, man. I love it.
Mm.
Well, so I sent over. So we sent. We're back to our IWX Watch This for the new year 2026, and I just stumbled upon New Heights Wrestling Pro TV episode 6. I gotta be honest with you, man. Like as much stuff as we know, and this is no shade at all to anybody. As
Hmm.
much stuff as we know, and as much things as we've seen in this year, I know very little about New Heights Wrestling, and I was really excited to see a bunch of people I didn't know,
Hmm.
see some new things, some new people, and new. I mean, I got a kick out of this, man, because it's rare that we watch an entire wrestling show and we don't know anybody on it or haven't seen much, and maybe you're different, but
Nope,
I was caught off guard by this one.
I was pleasantly surprised. I the production was much better than I expected it to be.
Holy shit, yeah.
I was really digging the venue. I
Mm-hmm.
really, dude, I thought it was cool as hell. The kind of coming out the door, right?
Yes.
Kind of in the covered. It looks like it's some sort of state fair, kind of fairground complex kind of thing.
Yep.
But it worked really, really well. And listen, that crowd. We talk about. You like to talk about specifically Route 33 wrestling and how that particular fan base. They may not know. Your big name Cena's and Baptistas and under smackers and those guys, right? But they know their guys. And that's what this felt like to me because that crowd, I mean,
They were
you
having
could have
fun.
listen, you could have sent John Cena out there. I don't think they'd have clapped for him like they did for Gunner coming out there, man. So their guys are their guys. And dude, I love that, right? I love that, yeah, there's big stuff out there, but we like our high school football team, man. Yeah, oh, the Raiders are in town. Yeah, but
Fuck it.
you know, John Smith High is playing Friday night, so we're going to that. That's just the feel of it, and it was really good. The commentary team I like the
Oh,
guys.
I like those guys.
Uh,
The podcast guys are great. They've
they've
got real
got
good voices. They're just really good at like
yes,
describing things and
yes,
recapping
and
things.
that's what I liked, especially in us not knowing anybody. We you
Yeah,
you
good
you really
point.
do rely on that commentary team so much more, right? And you and I have seen some really, really great ones, and we've seen some where it's like, okay, well, these guys are you could tell they're newer, and you kind of gets lost in the shuffle, and it takes me a little bit more to figure out what's going on. But we still enjoy what's going on. We get there eventually, but man, these guys made sure you knew who the guys were, what the backstories were, why we're at the point we're at right now for this match. Dude, it was great.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. There have been lots of little pieces along the way. We've done these watch this every week for a year, and everything has different little pieces of things that they do that are great. And that I think is the piece that I would pull from this episode that other people should take notice of. Not that I thought they did well. There's lots of things that all these shows do well, but each show has a certain thing that they do really well that other people should notice. This is it. Because as an independent, as a fan, as someone trying to learn this new, this new company, not a fan of the promotion before. I knew very little about them. To come in, like you said, I knew the names because I saw the names up on the board, and
Mhm.
we did also get some pre-match promos from some of these guys to set the table a little bit. But as a fan of a new independent wrestling promotion, to sit down and watch this show fresh and to have these guys describing every step of the way what had happened, what led us here, and leading into
Hmm.
the match is like gold,
Yep.
absolute gold. I would not have understood the flow of that television show or that promotion nearly as much without those two guys.
Nope. It was great.
So we had three matches on this show. We start out with this opening segment with Logan Yan running his mouth, and then Logan Yan comes out to face what he thought was Gutter and ends up facing Max Striker, who I
Dude,
also really liked.
Striker is impressive.
Yeah.
Reminded me kind of a young, oh hell, Brian Cage, right?
Okay.
Just kind of, right, but really, Cage wasn't always as jacked as he is. Started out as a smaller guy. He kind of reminded me of the in between. Like, okay, I put the bulk, I put the size on. I haven't got cut yet,
Right.
but I'm still a big boy. That's
He is a
Striker
big
now.
boy. Yeah.
And Striker is, I mean, Striker just looks mean. He looks nasty. And what I really liked is, kind of that end of that match, man. You see the kids all coming up.
Yes.
The kids were all into him, man, for sure. Now, what was funny to me was that the kids were also into Gutter, and Gutter doesn't strike me as the kid friendly guy.
Not at all.
But dude, it was great. And Yan plays the schmuck
Yep.
very well.
Great word. Schmuck. Yep.
He just plays that guy great. And this one was quick. Yan sold like nobody's business.
Yeah, he's great.
Striker looked
Yes.
like $1,000,000, and Yan gets out of this what you wanted him to. The little Weasley guy that okay, well, he got out of there by the skin of his teeth. Yeah, he took the L, but whoo, he's still alive, and I didn't think he was going to be right.
Shoot,
That
look,
guy. Yeah, it was a great match, man. Just great. It was
it
the
was fun.
perfect opening match.
It was. Agreed. And like I said, I thought Logan Yan had a moment there at the end of the match, and then Max Striker speared him, like speared through him. I mean, it was wild. And then he picks him up and hits the Bulldog Power Slam.
Dude, it was
Wow.
one of the best spears I've seen
Oh, I
since
know.
Goldberg. I mean, I know people love to hate on Goldberg, but you can't tell me there's too many people that have that level spear.
No, you know what?
Striker, whew.
The thing is, these damn people these days in the big leagues seem to want to throw this spear by wrapping their arm around somebody and
Yeah,
flying to the side. Striker hit him dead on,
yes.
or at least it made it look like
Well,
it did, which is the key.
which is how Goldberg kind of started this. I
Folding
mean, I know
people in
the spear was Goldberg was a football player, and as a guy that played football all through high school, middle school, high school, Pop Warner, all that stuff. That's exactly how they teach you how to tackle somebody. Is you hit them with your shoulder, you drive through them. That's how Goldberg hit people. That is not how Edge did it. That's not how.
Charlotte.
It's not. I mean, it's not even Reigns. Reigns doesn't even. Reigns
No,
is like,
not great. It's
nah.
fine.
Now you want to know
Now,
who
Rhino
does
will
it?
hit you.
Rhino
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah.
Uh, Steiner's kid has
Uh-huh.
it.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Now
you
that's
know,
good. Yes.
now
Wow.
a guy, I know we're on the spear tangent here, but the guy who should have it, looks like he should have it, and I can't stand the way that he does it is Moose.
Yeah.
That
The
flippy
flip.
thing, I don't get it, man. Lashley's kind of the same way when he decides to pull it out. He kind of does this, wrap his arm around. But there are guys, man, and there are some people that does it. And I'll tell you what, Max Striker is right up there because that
Yes.
thing, like you said, it looked painful. It folded Yan, folded him,
Yes, it did.
and part of that is Yan selling, right? Part of it is these guys don't sell it; they don't sell it. Guys didn't have to sell Goldbergs because if you didn't sell, you know what? If you didn't sell for Goldberg, it made it look better
Yeah, right.
because he was going to hit
anyway.
you either way. So, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I was super impressed with both guys, Yan and Stryker, for two totally different reasons. But the way that they played off each other in this match was great.
Yes. Agreed. I thought it was a great, like you said, I thought it was a great opening match. And Max Stryker is somebody that now we certainly know, and Yan too, for sure. They're both guys that we know for different reasons now, and
Yes,
glad to know them, glad to know about them, and I'm looking forward to finding out more and watching more of them.
absolutely.
Next match we had was even shorter one, but again, two people that I'm still very interested in learning about. Dominic Bianco taking on Caden Albright, and I think this kid Albright looks like he's green as hell, but has like this base of something that could be something quickly if he really.
He,
I don't know. There's just a flash of something I saw in that kid. Like
and
he took a pretty quick L here and two nasty choke slams.
he did. But you know where he stood out for me, Bob? Nothing in the ring. I mean, and this isn't me shitting on anybody. Just nothing in the ring. Like you said, he just looked green. It didn't look bad. He just looked
right.
he looked new. That's
Yes.
what he looked. He looked new. Where he's got something is there's something. Even his mic skills, you could tell he was kind of reading off some stuff. Right. It was a little awkward.
Yep.
But there were moments where he locked in, right? And there was something. I don't know if it's how he delivers it. I don't know if it's he believes what he's delivering, but there was a believability to what he was saying that made me take notice. Even through all of the kind of the newness of it, right? The awkwardness of being new at it. He's got something specifically on the mic that I think he's going to be he's going to be pretty good here. Given repetition.
Yeah, I agree that for some reason I don't know, the two names that popped into my head when I was watching. I was trying to think, okay, well, who does he remind me of, or where do I think he could be in 4 or 5 years away? But the two names that kept popping into my head were Jordan Oliver and Junie Underwood. Like
Junie Underwood, yes.
it's like this, like you know what I mean? Like there's just something about that presentation.
Mm-hmm.
And Junie's an up and comer too. I mean, it's like
Yep.
it's almost like this kid Caden is 4 or 5 years behind Junie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the same kind of feeling. Like Junie's great, and this kid could really be something if he sticks with it. I hope Caden Albright sticks with this and continues to grow. Now, with that said, let's not take anything away from Dominic Bianco, who just destroyed this kid and looked so impressive doing it.
Dude, he looked like again, like we were saying with earlier, we're talking about Ichiban and Ox Adams. Obviously, everybody's on a different level in that match than this match. But that's the level of worry I had for Bianco, which was absolute zero. It was his match. He knew what he was doing, and dude, he's got a great size to him, man.
Mm-hmm.
He is a big dude, and make sure that he really that the imposingness comes through even through the TV, not just in the match. I mean, it oozes out of the TV. I'm a bad mother effer, and there's nothing you can do about it. This looked like he was having fun. I'd hate to see him in a match where he looks angry.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. To me, he looked like the kind of guy that could have walked in the door in 1986 and been 3 weeks away from a main event against Hogan. Like,
Yep.
this is the kind of guy you just feed to Hogan. Like, Earthquake, Kamala, I mean, all those guys,
Yep.
Bundy, like all those big, huge monster heels that just, like you said, they like impose a shadow on everything in the room when they walk in. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've only seen this one match of Dominic. I don't know how good or bad or where his career is going or anything like that. But just the look of this guy and the way he walked to the ring, he had that Bundy sort of like almost like he broadened himself walking out. Like he's already broad. You know what I mean? He broadened himself to make himself look even bigger. Like all those little things. Like I said, you could have fed him to Hogan for three or four house shows in a row, and I'd have been perfectly fine.
Yep.
Like that's just the feeling of it, you know?
Yeah, he like I said, it was impressive.
Mm-hmm. What did I say? I wanted to talk about. I want to make sure I didn't miss. Oh yeah. Okay, so that match goes off. Then we get a confrontation backstage. It's pretty short. We don't get too much follow up, so we'll get to it later. But I mean, we'll find out more about it in the coming weeks. T Gaines, the champion, the women's champion, and Emily Rose. Emily wants the belt back. Pretty straightforward promo, but I'm guessing we got a decent match heading our way for that.
Dude, and I don't know anything about either one of these ladies, right? Emily Rose is a pretty good talker. It's pretty clear what she's looking for. I left that that exchange, wanting to see T Gaines in the ring.
Yep.
That is an impressive looking wrestler.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Um, yeah, I'm excited to see, this match in the future, but specifically T Gaines. I just want to see what she can do because just visual is super impressive to me. Kind of that same kind of size and build like Tina San Antonio, man. That I just want to see if she, if the skill level, the wrestling matches what I'm thinking in my head. Hopefully it does because she looks like she could, what do we want to call it? Woman handle a few
Right.
people.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm down. I am down.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought when they were talking about, so soon after this exchange, they start talking about the show coming up this Saturday. They have the show on, should I just had it up here a second ago. The show is on Saturday. It is called 18th anniversary. That was easy enough. 18th anniversary, Saturday the 10th. And I would have thought, oh, wait. Oh, look at this. 6 hours ago, John,
Okay.
T Gaines posted
Yeah.
an announcement on YouTube. She is having a baby and will be relinquishing the
Oh
NHW Pro
man.
Women's Championship.
Oh, all right. Well,
Congratulations to T Gaines.
congrats. Absolutely. Hope everything goes well. You know, hopefully you get, the little boy or girl that you're looking for. If and when you do decide to come back, we will be waiting with bated breath for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I was wondering why that match wasn't on the show this weekend. That was what I was
Huh.
kind of getting to, is they start talking about the show this weekend and they do this segment with T Gaines and Emily Rose, but there's no match for this weekend. And so I was trying to figure out, maybe this is why.
Well, it's
Um,
possible.
but yeah, hey, listen, and this is a totally, tongue in cheek, but as two guys who are on the other side of the parenthood adventure, good luck with all that. Again, tongue in cheek, congratulations, but good luck. What else? Okay, so all right, while I'm talking, well, I'll do it at the end. So then we see Bodie O'Hara cutting a promo. I had the note wrong, but Bodie O'Hara cutting a promo about next week's match against Tommy Zero. But he's facing Waylon Barley on Saturday for the Anywhere Anytime Championship. We heard Waylon Barley also cut a promo as well about that match right before commentary sets up our main event. Did you get anything from those guys' promos? Is that any notes? I mean,
No, not really. I mean, they were good promos. Definitely made me want to, excited for the match, but it was, like you said, it was a little disjointed for me.
yeah, set up for a couple guys we didn't know really. So it was like,
Right.
yeah, that makes sense. Um, Commentary sets up the main event. We get a promo from the champ, Hunter, who can talk us into the building, Hunter Hendricks. Great
Yeah, that
promo
guy is
guy and
good.
very comfortable.
Very.
Yeah, I thought that I was really that was my favorite promo of the entire show. It set the heel to let me know, one, Hunter Hendricks has no intention of relinquishing this belt under any circumstances. Two, that Logan Yand is 100% going to be involved in this match, whether you like it or not. That's what I got from it.
Yep.
And both of those things turned out to be true.
Yes, they did.
We bring them out. Hunter Hendricks versus Drake Xavier for the NHW Pride Championship. This is a lumberjack match, which, by the way, I love that the podcast guys set up the lumberjack match and the history of the lumberjacks fighting in a circle. It's a great nuance.
Hey,
It's a
man,
great.
that's how they handled beefs back in the camps, baby.
That's right.
I loved it.
So we bring the two guys out, and the first thing I notice about these two guys, and it continues into the match, is they're very similar size.
Mhm.
And into the match, I realized their skill sets are very similar. This match was like peanut butter and jelly together. It wasn't a clash of styles. It was like
Mm-mm.
these guys were reversing, and moving back and
It,
forth. And
you know what it was to me, Bob, and we've seen some. It reminded me like an old. I mean, obviously nowhere near the skill level, but the way they played off each other and being similar in style was like old Steamboat Savage matches,
there you go.
right?
Yep.
Because the styles were so similar, right? Um, and that's not a bad thing at all. And this match was not a bad thing at all. This match was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you put that kind of match where it's two guys, and what it is it really becomes who's going to make the first mistake,
Yes,
right? It's who makes the first one, who makes the last one.
that's
Um,
great. Yes,
that's
because that
who's
started
going
to
to win
happen
this.
then. Yeah.
Yes, it did, and you put that in with lumberjacks. I mean, and right there, I mean, you got me. Listen, Bob and John love us some stipulation matches. We love
No
lumberjacks.
joke.
We love dog collar matches. Roy, give us the rumbles.
Put anything on a pole.
Oh, whoa, hey now, um, you know
Yeah.
it really for this promotion and being new and kind of the size they were. This had no right to be as good a match as it was.
No, and it was so fun. I
Hmm.
mean, you get the first time Drake goes out, they throw him back in. He goes out again. Hunter hits the tope con hilo onto the entire
Right.
crowd, and then the whole crowd of lumberjacks starts brawling.
Yep.
Oh, it was pure chaos in the best way. And while these guys are continuing to brawl outside the ring, Drake's inside the ring, reversing into a German, reversing into exploder suplex like it's nothing. Like it's
Hmm.
just so much going on. So, like you said, so many moving pieces. It was a
Yep.
blast,
Yeah, it was great.
blast to watch. What else did I make another? No, the moonsault for the near fall, and then into the sharpshooter. But Logan helps Hunter, pulls him out to get him out of the sharpshooter, which is, like he said, we set it up with that promo, and he got involved.
Yep.
But then while he's outside, Xavier goes and does a springboard acai moonsault. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. It had no right being this good.
It did. It was just so much fun, man. But of course, as soon as the ref turns his back, paying attention to the lumberjacks, Hunter hits Drake with the belt, gets the win. Commentary wraps up at the episode, and we're out the door. But I got that main event. Go watch this show, guys. Go watch this show.
Yeah, absolutely. You will not be disappointed.
No, it's short. It's a 40-minute watch. If you're like me with pretty much anything wrestling, you put it on 1.25 or something like that, and it's done in
Just
3 or
off
4
you go.
minutes. But listen, it really was worth watching. Like I said, I didn't know much about this promotion, but now I do, and I'm interested to find out more. And I want to see Drake Xavier and Hunter Hendricks again for sure. I wanted to mention before we get to the control center. Well, I guess this is a way to start the control center. They were advertising on the New Heights Wrestling Show 18th anniversary. It is this Saturday. They've got Mike Fasten against Ricky Roberts. They've got, I think that's the NHW Heavyweight Championship. Waylon Barley and Bodie O'Hara going at it for the Anywhere Anytime Championship. We just talked about that. Our guy Dominic Bianco is going to be on the pre-show taking on Snakebite. A women's match, just Jody taking on Vira Lestrange. And then one last match, Alec Jagger taking on Mr. Personality. So if you guys are in the area in Florida, oh shit, I had it right here. Right here it is, right here. And Defuniak Springs, Florida, which I'm not sure where that is.
No idea. That's a
I'm gonna
new
find
one to
out.
me.
I know I'm gonna find out right now because I don't want to be ignorant. Let's see. Defuniak Springs, Florida. Oh, I see. Oh, it's it's up in the Panhandle over towards Alabama, towards Pensacola. All right. So hey, if you
Okay.
guys are in the Panhandle, definitely check these guys out, man. They are worth it. I would definitely try. I would definitely travel to see one of these shows if I was anywhere nearby. Well, on to the control center, John. We've got 3
Woo woo.
shows. One that we've been looking
Nice.
forward to for a while. But I want to start out. Let me share this first. Starting out on Friday, John, Real Pro Wrestling is having a show called New Empire at the Millennial Brewing Company in Fort Myers, Florida. The ad says, kick off the new year the real way. January 9th, 2026 will be a very special day for us as we return to the Millennial Brewing Company. This will be a wrestling event you won't want to miss. Doors open at 6:15. Tickets $15 to $20 at the door. Most importantly, John, an amazing beer selection and food trucks. So
Nice.
I'm already in. We haven't even gotten to the names. I'm in.
You got me.
But there are some folks on here that we know, and some really great matches being set up. We've got Dirk Darkson taking on Cruz Rivera. We've got the debut of Danny Everborn, who we've seen in
Nice.
right?
Yeah,
Danny
we
Everborn.
love Danny Everborn. Absolutely.
They've also announced Bobby Chrono will be there. The Monsters
Okay.
in the Mirror, Sideshow, Damian, I lost my scroll. Damian Gemini, Royce Adams, Winston Bentley III will be there. And then we've got two big title matches. One guy, John, I know we've talked about before. We've heard him cut promos on this show before. Tyson Malrick is going to be there, challenging for the Top Crown title against Noah Vale. And I know John's ready to hear from the champion on this one.
Let's hear from the champ.
Current Real Pro Wrestling Top Crown champion, and January 9th, Real Pro Wrestling returns to Fort Myers, Florida, and I am in the main event, as per usual, against one Tyson Malrick. Tyson, I'm unfamiliar with you. You know, there's a wrestler I knew who you kind of remind me of named Wheezy T. And Wheezy was like a dynamic wrestler. He was a fantastic professional wrestler. He was somebody that I personally would have loved to have a singles competition against. But I don't know what happened to him. He kind of disappeared. I think somebody got in his head and convinced him that he needed to change his name, change who he was, and completely go against everything that he stood for. And I don't know. Tyson, you seem like a good guy. You seem like you might be a good competitor. I mean, you've gotten a couple matches underneath your belt for a greenhorn, but are you really sure that you're capable of taking on the Top Crown champion? Are you sure that you want to ring in 2026 of your new year going up against Noah Vale? Because my resume speaks for itself, and it is long, and it is storied. And you, I don't know. There's only one person that I would ever dead name Tyson. So, January 9th, I really, really hope that when I step into the ring, it's not Tyson Malrick that meets me. I really hope that it's Wheezy T. Thank God for me.
Noah Vale's promos are so fun. Every time they're fun.
That is great. Well, listen, we know it doesn't always work out well when you ask for your opponent to bring back the old them. Playing with fire, Noah.
Yes, sir. We got one other match for the FIP World Championship, John. Auguste Artois has issued an open challenge. Before we even get to the show, it's answered by one half. One half of the 5-star era, Ricky Martinez. This is going to be a battle, boy. I love Ricky, man.
No, we love Ricky.
Yeah, it's sorry. It just comes out, man. Big, because it's gonna be a blast. So let's listen to Ricky accepting this challenge.
Yeah, June 2022. That's the last time Max started step foot in the Real Pro Wrestling ring. But now, since we keeping it real, Real Pro Wrestling always kept it real with me since day one. They always kept their doors open and welcomed me with open arms. You know who didn't keep it real with me? You know who never opened the doors to me? Full Impact Pro. FIP never responded to my emails, never responded to my text messages, never, ever, ever welcomed one of the biggest stars that Florida has ever had. Fast forward to 2026, Ricky Martinez is one half of one of the biggest tag teams in the United States, hell, the world, and we hold gold from one of the biggest companies in the world. Real Pro Wrestling gives me a call, offers me a spot. August is the FIP World Champion, and he opened up an open challenge. And there's no better way to shut it down than beat the FIP World Champion, take the belt home back to Miami, and hell, I'm gonna have to knock down the FIP doors. That's how the Pitbull Sicario has to do it. August, hell of respect for you, man. It ain't personal, it's just business. But the real deal is that business is about to pick up in the west coast of Florida. Pitbull Sicario kept it real now, and I'll see you guys January 9th.
Ooh, so good.
That was just as chill and level the whole time.
Dude, that's his whole vibe, man.
Oh. Smoking that stogie. I know y'all couldn't see it, but just go to Real Pro Wrestling's Facebook page and watch this promo. You see him just smoking this stogie. Like, it is just, it's got like Big Rick energy smoking that cigar, right?
Absolutely.
Like, it's got like the boss of the bosses.
Yep.
And telling that story about FIP not taking his emails when he tried to get booked back in the day. Now he's coming back around. I love that angle too.
Yep.
Oh,
hey, man, that all plays in, right?
It absolutely does. Well, the champion found out Ricky Martinez is his challenger and responded. So let's hear from August Artois in advance of this huge match.
Ricky Martinez. Boy, am I glad it's you. I offered my open challenge to the entire world, and Ricky Martinez, you stepped up. You stepped up, and you're now able to add your name to the list of guys like CM Punk who fought for this title, and also guys like CM Punk who never won this title. Ricky, I'd just love to tell you that, this is my world. This is my world, brother, and this is my world championship. See, I got plans with this title to take it back over to Asia, and Asia's expecting me. So how stupid am I going to look if I show up empty-handed? So, Ricky, with that being said, January 9th, the Millennial Brewing Company here in Fort Myers, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep this title. And, brother, I hope you're willing to do whatever it takes to take it. And that will make for a good match. And people will get what they paid for. So, January 9th, I'll see you soon. But I can't leave without saying that I am the first ever professional wrestler to cut a professional wrestling promo with an Insta360 X4 Air. How cool am I? Real cool. That's your answer. So, without leaving, also, I'd like to say, Ricky, to you, your new fans of mine, and everybody watching, I am real. I am raw. I am the greatest of all. Your longest reigning FIP World Heavyweight Champion, August Artois. Yeah.
That shit was wild,
Dude,
man.
That was pretty slick, man.
Those
pretty
visuals
slick.
That way he did that with that. Oh, wow, man. You got another one. You got to go see the visual on Real Pro Wrestling's Facebook page, the Artois Response promo. Look, it sounded like a radio show when he came on. So I don't know if that's the audio from that camera or what.
I don't know, but he has got a smooth delivery, does he not?
He does, man. He's got a charisma. You know what I mean? Talking about taking it back to Asia and all this shit. Like, mwah. Well done. These two guys have talked it up now. They have got both of us excited now. So I'm waiting to see this match. I want to figure out how I can see this match. I'm going to go check and see. I'll figure it out. We're going to figure out and watch this match because they've talked us into the building. What do I got here? Is that? Yep, that's everything for that. So again, remember, that's January 9th. Doors open at 6:15. Tickets are $15 to $20 at the door. That's Real Pro Wrestling. New Empire at Millennial Brewing Company, Fort Myers, Florida. All right, now on to Saturday, John, and our old pals at Focus Pro Wrestling are having another event, another show, and it is stacked again. This is Focus Pro Wrestling Basket Case taking place at Widowmaker Brewing again at Braintree, Massachusetts. John, we got Brian Bayside. Who are they throwing him? What lion are they throwing him to this time? It's Little Guido.
Little Guido. FBI in the house.
If Little Guido beats Brian Bayside, there's definitely something afoot. Brian needs to get the dub here.
Hey, listen, I'm just hoping there's no Big Sal sighting, man. I'm hoping Big Sal is, he's still staying out of things. Yeah, he's still playing. He's still in witness protection somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know.
You never know, because that was a large fella.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Little Guido, though. I mean, you talk about a legend. Little Guido. That's just awesome, man. Um, I'm just glad that it's somebody that's not going to try to impale our friend. Little Guido might hit him with maybe a pizza cutter, but we're not we're not going to get the gussets and the I'm not worried about his absolute health.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah, at least this time there's no pizza cutters on the table, or well, I don't think so. No forks or whatever the hell Joey Janela brought with him for that. I mean,
Oh,
it's yeah, this should be good. Look, I'm enjoying it. Every Brian Bayside match to me has been super
phenomenal.
entertaining.
Phenomenal. The guy
And
is amazing.
yeah, so I'm here for it. But this is just the beginning of what this show is going to be. Cut this out, but I'm trying to find Fire in the Sky, their tag partner. It's Junie Underwood and somebody. I had it. I thought I wrote it down earlier. Um, you don't have that who the tag partner is. Junie's tag team partner in that Fire in the Sky, do you?
Figure something out here.
Where is Ryan O'Neal? That's it. Well, John, the next we were just talking about these guys post game.
Mhm.
Focus Pro Tag Team Champions they just did a post too congratulating them on it's like 8 months or something they've been tagged. I mean, it's been a while. Currently ranked very high as always in our tag team power rankings. But they have gone through everybody, some really big name teams. And Hellfire McGuire, I guess he got his ass up on his shoulders after the last win at the last show. And he basically says, I don't know who's left to come at us, but if you think, what was it your dad used to say? If you're feeling froggy, go ahead and jump. I'm just trying to find this promo from Hellfire McGuire. Where the fuck did I pull this promo from? Oh, here it is. All right, let's hear from Hellfire McGuire and postgame.
There we go, baby. You would think I'd get tired. You would think Hellfire McGuire would get tired of telling you that Miami Mike Walker and Vinny Talata, the post game, are the best thing going in tag team wrestling right now. Okay, but it keeps being true. It keeps being true. And trust me, we're begging to be proven wrong. So if anyone out there can take these titles off these boys, please come show us, because we've seen the lights go up, we've heard the music stop, and the party's over. Can't nobody hang with the post game. Oh!
Oof.
Hellfire's a talker too, man. But he's
Hey,
right.
man. Oh, absolutely. And dude, how good does post game look? I mean, Mike is in phenomenal shape. Vinny is a freaking monster, dude. It's going to take something special to get those belts off those fellas.
I agree. And who stepped up for this show but Fire in the Sky? Junie Underwood and Ryan O'Neal are going to take their shot at post game. I'd say they have maybe too tall a task ahead of them.
Yeah, but you know what? Those two, you never know. They've been known to pull off some wins when you didn't think they would. So I'm down.
Yes, 100%. What else have we got here on this? This show is just packed. We've got a fatal four-way. Kid versus Danny Miles versus Steve Beck versus Channing Thomas, your Dreamwave champion out on the East Coast again.
Love Channing Thomas.
Big fan. Danny Miles is just a bulldog. I mean, that's going to be a really fun match.
Yep.
I think actually, wait, did I go back and see? I'll just join it today. Let's see. Oh, I thought I did. Never mind. Okay. What else we got here? I thought it would maybe a match for a contendership. Oh, Kaya McKenna is going to make her first defense. We talked about it, John. We said, who do we want to see her face? We named a bunch of dream opponents. We didn't name this one, but I think it fits the bill. Kaya McKenna's first defense of the women's title is going to be against Nixie XS.
Listen,
man.
Kaya is, this if this is where her jumping off point for who she's going to defend against, dude, it's going to be a murderer's row. The names that you're going to see come through and come at Kaya. You talk about just a string of dream matches that are going to come through there. This is one, like you said, I don't know how we went through the list we went through and didn't say Nixie XS, but God dang it, am I glad to see that name.
Me too. I absolutely huge fan of hers. This is one of the matches that I'm very, very interested in this Saturday at Widowmaker Brewing in Braintree, Massachusetts. Focus Pro Wrestling basket case. Fresh off of her win, John, against Regan Lydale that I thought was going to go the other way. Shannon Levangie is back. This time she's going to take on Izzy Moreno. Woo! That was going to be a good one. Izzy was just part of the tournament.
That's going to be a banger. Yep.
So that one's going to be a lot of fun. You've got, Diego Alvarez, my guy, the guy with the best belt in the entire business. They're sticking him with Akira. Now that's going to be an interesting clash of styles.
That is, you talk about, very dissimilar. We just talked about a very similar set of styles, right? You talk about dissimilar. Man, that, again, makes great matches. Holy moly.
Yeah.
That belt will look great with Akira's face on it.
I will not.
Oh, okay.
No, listen, no. No, Poppy Guapo's got this, man. This is how it's going to work. Diego's going to keep the title. You know what I mean? It's just as much of a lock as, Taz holding on to the, FTW title. You know what I mean? It's guaranteed. I got a good feeling about this one. But you were talking about violence, John. We got another violent one. Our guy from PG County, JB. JB is back in the house and cutting promos for Focus Pro every time that are just so good. Had to play it. Had to feature our guy, JB, because this time he's going to be in another, they're calling it a relaxed rules match. But we know
there ain't going to be nothing relaxed about it.
No, and especially since they've paired him up against Slade, John. Your guy Slade is going to be in the house. JB Anderson, relaxed rules. I'm looking forward to this one. This one's going to be a lot of fun too, right?
It's going to be, this is crazy. Relaxed rules. My brain is telling me what I kind of think it is. Yeah, that, to me, that really suits Anderson, but we'll see, man. PG County gonna represent.
Yeah, with JB Anderson, relaxed rules opens the door to carpet strips. It opens the door. I mean, whatever could be, man. We're here for it. But let's get to what we're here for. Let's hear from JB Anderson. This is going to be the best part.
Oh man, 2025 is coming to a close, and it's time to focus my mind, focus my goals on 2026, where I'm going to continue demonstrating my style in Focus Pro Wrestling and making this the place to be for ultra violence in Massachusetts, where I'm battle tested, pushed to my goddamn limits, and no matter how bad I'm beat down, I'm still 10 toes standing with a buy one, get one free in front of me, you dig? And January 10th, it ain't gonna be no different. Cause first time ever matchup, I go one-on-one with a madman, a certified lunatic, a motherfucking psychopath. I'm talking about Slade. Now a year ago, I would have said I bit off more than I can chew. But fuck that! That's the old me. The new me just found a bigger appetite. And I've seen it. I've seen the tape. I know what kind of match I'm in for, and that ain't no goddamn secret. But what I gotta find out is how to keep you down, Slade. I gotta figure out what kind of pain I gotta inflict on you to keep you down for 1, 2, 3 seconds. And I've seen that crazed look in your eye, my dude. And you enjoy this pain more than anybody else out there. I gotta find that threshold. I'm determined to find that threshold by any means necessary. So January 10th, Widowmaker Brewing, first time ever, JB Anderson versus Slade. If you're in the front row, you better bring a poncho, cause it's gonna get fucking gross.
Yes, yeah, dude.
So good.
Oh,
So good.
hey. First of all, when he put up his buy one get one free fists, all I could think to myself was, any man with two hands has a fight, two fists has a fighting chance. That's your guy, though.
That's my guy. But whoa, man, JB Anderson is just so freaking intense, man. He listen, it's
like
every
a fun way, like
it's every guy we went to high school with, man. Come on.
But he can talk.
Oh,
He can
so
talk.
good.
He's getting so good at those promos, man. They're so much fun, man. And at the end with fucking gross. Like, I love it. Like, it's just a cool little. He's a mood. You know, as my kids would say, he's a mood.
He is something, man. Absolutely.
Well, that match is going to be a lot of fun. We've also got Mike Grassa taking on Miles Hawkins. You know, we're all big Miles Hawkins guys up here.
Dude, the biggest name not signed to the biggest of companies yet.
Correct. 100% agree. And then the main event. John, we were talking
Our guy.
about it. We just like with Kaya. Now that Monty's the champion again, who the hell is he going to face? Who is going to be on Monty's, dance card for 2026? It was the very first question we asked. Turns out the answer is the former Fuego del Sol KJ Orso. John, I am so ready for this match.
Dude, wasn't that long ago you and I were wondering what Del Sol or so, whatever we want to go by, was going to do, right? Because we didn't know what was going on. What he's continued to do with the KJ Orso persona character or whatever we want to do, whatever we're going with, has been nothing short of phenomenal. He's been everywhere. He's done everything. And the guy, to me, is so much better in this iteration, right? Manny, my brain tells me Manny's fine, but if Manny has an off night, if Manny loses focus, KJ can beat him, man. Dude, this one is closer than I would like it to be in my brain, in my mind.
KJ can go. Like I said, I said this a few weeks ago. KJ Orso is so much better than Fuego del Sol.
Oh,
and
100 times better.
I can't wait to see what the ceiling is. However, I disagree with you on one thing. I don't think there's any chance Monty Aries walks out of this venue on Saturday without that title. And here is why. Let's hear from. I want you to hear this from Manny Aries after defeating Danny Miles to become the Focus Pro champion a month ago.
Tonight I made history. I am the first ever two-time Focus Pro champion.
Two-time?
And this reign is not going to be like the first, no. The first was me proving to everybody in New England, in professional wrestling, who the fuck I was, who the fuck I am. This reign is reminding all the fucking doubters, all the people that stood there early in my career and stood there and looked at me in my face and told me I wasn't gonna amount to much. Look at me now. Professional wrestling, New England, look at me now! 2025 was the year of opportunity. And 2026 is the year of execution. Yes, sir!
That intensity. That's like turned up from 11 to 15 from the last time he was champ.
Dude, it's that is a scary, scary man.
Yep. And another thing I want to point out, at least, he looks to be in the best shape I've seen him.
Absolutely.
Yet, right? Like he's
absolutely
looking great. So I like I said, KJ Orso has the tall order in front of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's going to be
literally and figuratively.
Right?
Yes.
Right? It's true. Absolutely true. But that is Focus Pro Wrestling, Basket Case at Widowmaker Brewing on Saturday in Braintree, Massachusetts. I got one more show for you here, John. Some folks we haven't really covered, although they're in my rankings. We haven't covered them much. That's Wrestle America.
Okay.
They're having a show called Milestone at the Monroe County Rec Center in Forsyth, Georgia this Saturday. Do I have the thing? Yes, I have the ad here. On January 10th, to start this off, on January 10th, The Backbone cordially invited you to the celebration to end all celebrations. The milestone for the career of Marvelous Michael Stevens is 20 years in the making. The Backbone do request that everyone dress in formal attire and be respectful. The celebration begins promptly at 7:15. So, with the stage set there, where else can we go from here, right? Like we're all ready to go.
That is awesome.
Right? The doors actually open at 6:30. The special start time of the show is 7:15. But it's not just a black tie affair for Marvelous Michael Stevens. There are 7 matches on this card that are sure to be fantastic. A few guys, few names we know, a few match stipulations are going to be a lot of fun. Let me get into this. Paul Wolf is going to take on Christian Taylor. We got a tag team match. Jacob Johnson and Anthony Andrews are going to take on the Saden twins. And I actually had preview of this match from the Saden twins talking about it. Here it is.
What does this look like to you? That looks like a piece of little Sally or whoever's shoe right there next to Peppermint Patty. Brock, can you believe it's another week of us wrestling a thrown together tag team? Like people that are actually born a tag team. I can't believe Wrestle America did this to us, man.
Do they even know the rules of tag wrestling?
I can't imagine, because do you know the rules of singles wrestling?
No, that's why I don't do it.
Zaxby's, dude. And do you even think they do the things that tag teams are supposed to do?
The very important things that tag teams are supposed to do, like every day. Like,
Do they be tag team?
Yeah. Do they even brush each other's teeth?
Nope.
Do they pick each other's socks?
Nope.
Do they play Pictionary together, or Scrabble, or Twister, or shoot some ladders, or any games together?
I can't imagine they play games together, these two guys.
They don't have a game night.
They don't have a game night.
Unbelievable. So what are we going to have to do?
So I guess we're going to go to Monroe County Rec Center on January 10th for Wrestle America to, do what we usually do.
Beat throwing together tag teams? Yeah. Can we just do it? Can we just make a promise? Mm-hmm. Can we just go beat Anthony Andrews and Jacob Johnson in this tag match that hopefully they know the rules to, and we could get back here, and how many pieces we got left?
We got like 4.
Oh, goodness gracious, man. That's like, it was at least like 2 days worth of work. So we're going to have to hustle on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You said January 10th.
Yep.
Monroe County Rec Center.
Yep.
Wrestle America.
Yep.
Jacob Johnson.
Yep.
And Anthony Andrews.
Yep.
All right. We know what we got to do.
I like these guys, man. They're funny.
Dude, they're funny. That is hilarious.
They are so good. And listen, the biggest indictment of a tag team that there can be in this world is that they don't have a game night. You know what I mean? Like that's like, what kind of tag team doesn't have a game night? You know what I mean? What kind of tag team doesn't brush each other's teeth? You know, it's preposterous. I like that. And what was that? Was that a Charlie Brown puzzle they were putting?
That was Charlie Brown, man.
Oh man, so good. Let's see what else we got on this show. We've gone through 2. We got 5 more matches. We got a golden opportunity match. Fry Daddy taking on Xavier Young, and another golden opportunity match. Sal Renaro taking on D'Angelo, and let's see what D'Angelo thinks about his shot at Sal Renaro.
Golden opportunities. I'm not even going to sit here and talk about golden opportunities until I'm rocking my stylish golden do-rag. That's better. Now, who more deserving of a golden opportunity than someone who has traveled the world taking advantage of golden opportunities? I'm an international main eventer. And for those of you who don't know who I am, you either live under a rock or you live in that dump of Forsyth, Georgia. Well, let me be the first to introduce myself. My name is D'Angelo. And there's one thing about me, I seize every opportunity thrown my way. Now, January 10th, I'm gonna come on down to Forsyth, Georgia, and I'm gonna beat the mentally deranged out of Sal Renaro. And you're not gonna like it, but I don't care. Because when opportunity comes my way, the only thing that matters is me getting what is mine. And that Liberty Championship is gonna look so good around my waist. Stay tuned, because I always deliver.
Another guy, man, looks so comfortable on camera, on the mic, swagger for days.
You know, the vibe I was getting from him, Bob, was old Elijah Burke, Julio De Niro.
Oh, yeah, yes.
You know, kind of that just that swagger. That was that guy. That guy talked me in, man. That guy is good.
That's a pretty good comparison, too. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Yeah, that's going to be a fun match. These golden opportunity matches are both going to be fantastic. We got 3 championship matches, actually. We've got a tag team championship match, Blue Chipper University versus AJ Black and Sean Nelson. We have a Liberty Championship match between the champion Dominic Stuckey is going to defend against Caleb Scott. And in our main event, Wrestle America Championship Chance match, KJ Impala versus Parker Lee.
Ooh.
Right? Let's hear the champion's thoughts as this match approaches.
Happy holidays, Wrestle America faithful. As you can see, it's yours truly, the Blue Chipper, and still the Wrestle America Heavyweight Champion, KJ Impala. And had to come at you guys during this holiday season, because there's still business to be taken care of. As y'all saw last month, in that 6-man tag, Blue Chipper University came out victorious, got the Young Bucks some gold, and now we feeling like the big man on campus. And that leads to the Flying Fro Michael Walker and the Red Shirt Hayden Seal having to take care of business and show y'all why they deserve that gold around their waist. And so they'll be taking on Sean Nelson and AJ Black, 2 young, up-and-coming, hungry wrestlers trying to make a name for themselves here at Wrestle America. But that kind of leaves me here in my championship without a match. See, Michael Stevens has been making a lot of noise, crying, talking, really trying to get at this championship. But as you saw, He got pinned 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring last month, and that kind of takes care of that. But El Presidente, Tyson Dean, still wanted to let me know he feels like someone on the roster deserves a championship chance match. And he let me go ahead and pick. And so I was scouring through, I was looking, and someone who I feel is almost like a rival to me at this point and deserves a nice championship chance shot is Parker Lee. So next month, on January 10th at Wrestle America Milestone, it'll be Lightning Parker Lee against the Blue Chipper, KJ Impala. So I hope y'all ready, because I'll see y'all there.
All right.
Dude, he sounds like he's ready for sure.
He is. It's going to be cool. So apparently this championship chance match is if Parker Lee defeats KJ Impala, the match restarts into a match immediately for the Wrestle America Championship.
Damn.
It's like an old ROH Proving Ground match, but like the follow-up happens immediately. So that's going to be a tall order for the champ, KJ Impala there, no doubt. Well, John, again, I want to remind everybody again, that's Wrestle America Milestone, Monroe County Rec Center, Forsyth, Georgia. Doors open at 6:15 or 6:30. Special start time of 7:15. And John, that's all I got for this week, man. You got anything else?
I got nothing, man. It was great to be back. Missed everybody. Feeling a little disjointed, but we're gonna get back to it, man.
We'll get there. We'll get there, man. Listen, next week we better get there quickly because Tully Bertarelli is going to join us again.
Oh, yeah, Tully will smack us into shape.
Yes, he will. And we'll just volunteer to do it.
Exactly. He'd be happy to.
I'm looking forward to hearing from Tully because Tully is facing our other guy, Nerd Rage, Melvin Hayes, at the show on the UPW show on the 17th. For that UPW American Championship. I am very much looking forward to hearing what's been going on with Tully, but also to find out about that match because those are two big guys that we're very much looking forward to doing the battle. And at the same time, they just announced Sampson is going to defend his UPW Championship against Marche Rocket at that show, man.
Woo-wee.
Going to be a hell of a time. But we'll get to that next week. We'll have Tully with us. The week after, I think we're going to have Rich Buchholtz to talk about this damn Savage Seduction situation and the Silas Young thing. And that's January starting to lay out. You said disjointed. Well, you better hit the ground running because it's all coming at us.
We better figure it out quick.
2026 is happening fast already. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much, as always, sticking with us through the break. We're back. We're fresh. We're ready to go. And I can't wait to see what 2026 holds in independent wrestling, man. I'm super juiced. I will see you guys next week. John?
Hey, man. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming and seeing us again this year. And Bob, it was great hanging and talking some wrestling again, man. I've missed it.
Yeah, it's been great, man. Love discovering new stuff and getting back into it. So, woo! Next week, we got even more for you. Stay tuned with us. Join us when Tully Bertarelli is with us next week. And for now, see ya.
See ya. Thanks, everybody.